We're back. Growing Pains, episode number 7. 7, I don't know. 7 sounds right. Fuck it. We'll go 7. It's either 7 or 8, but yeah. That's crazy, dog. We got 8 episodes. A little bit more consistent. We're at probably 2 a month right now. I know we were shooting for once a week, but it's okay. We'll get the hang of it.
Yeah. I think as soon as it starts picking up and we actually get people subscribing and getting views, I think we'll get more.
You'll be more motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still doing it. I mean, we're doing it. It's hard to dedicate this time for it, but we're doing it.
For me, it's just like Sunday at 11 is just perfect because then you have the rest of the day. You know, you can do the rest of your day. You still have your Sunday. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like doing them late, because if we do it at 4 o'clock, then it's that's right midday. It's just I don't know. I prefer 11 because then afterwards I can go work out, do whatever, and then I still have the rest of my Sunday to just chill. So that's why I was shooting for Sundays 11. But so you and your dad were gonna go golf, and then he just didn't want to get up at 9 or what?
Yeah, so I was running a little behind. He's supposed to have tea time at 10. He was like, "Hey, tea time's at 9:30," and I was like, "Bro, there's no way. It's 30-minute drive, and I'm still at home. I gotta take my dog and drop her off and do all this." I was like, "Nah, bro, just go ahead." And plus, I was a little bit hungover this morning, so I didn't want to.
You party last night?
Went out. Yeah, it was one of our homegirls' birthdays, and we went out, had some drinks, watched the football game.
Which homegirl? Name drop? Just first name?
It's no big deal. Nina. It was her birthday.
No, that's cool. Let's see. I'm trying to think what I did yesterday. My girlfriend's best friend got proposed to, so she's engaged now. So we had a post-proposal dinner or post-proposal lunch. It was chill, I guess. I don't know. It is an interesting thing, hanging out with your girlfriend's friends, and then you don't really know any of them. It's kind of puts you in weird place. Are you supposed to just get to know them better so it's not awkward next time you guys hang out, or I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of just puts you in a weird thing.
Is post-proposal lunch, is that a real thing, or is that just made up?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's you celebrate that they just got engaged type of deal. Yeah.
So when are you gonna propose? When are you?
I want to live together probably for a year first. It's weird because old school, the old generation thinks that you should just get married before you move in together, but then it's they also get divorced 3-4 times. They just they and the what they say to justify it is if you're not married moving into someone, you're just shacking up with them, and it's a biblical thing or some shit. And I'm just bro, everyone that's ever told me that has been divorced at least twice. You know what I mean? It's why the fuck would I? It's if you're gonna move in and live with someone, I think that is a trial marriage. You know what I mean? So it's that you do a trial marriage before you figure out whether you want to actually be married. If you can live with someone, then you can be married to them. But why would you go in blind, get married, and then live with someone and then realize, oh fuck, then this person isn't who I thought they were. I can't be with them 24/7. It's not gonna work out.
Faith, right? You
Huh?
gotta have faith that's gonna work out and stuff.
Come on, dog, bro. Aren't your parents divorced you?
So what's your opinion on well, obviously you've done it, but as a viewer listening, should you, if you're talking to a new girl, should you, let's say hypothetically you're a virgin, maybe that's drastic and dramatic, but should you, before you get a girlfriend, the whole talking stage, let's say you talk for her for a year, right, and none of y'all are celibate for a year together, and then once you ask her to be your girlfriend, that's when y'all hook up, and then you realize it's trash, and be
Shouldn't be
like,
when you're
damn.
married. Isn't that the right way to do it?
That's what I was saying, but like, I was trying to like as a girlfriend thing, but like kind of like before you're married, you think you should wait until you're married to have sex?
Do I think you should?
I mean,
Like in
obviously.
hindsight, yeah, definitely. I think this is gonna sound crazy, bro. I kind of came to this conclusion recently, but I was just like, I was putting myself in your shoes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right. So this dude has had sex with fucking like I don't know, 100-ish.
Wow.
Hold on, bro. Let me finish. So you've had sex with like 100-ish women, right? So it's like you've had so many different types of flavors and like all this crazy experiences with women and stuff like that, like sexually. So then once you get to the point where it's like you just want to have one, you're still gonna be you've been exposed to so much different shit already that's like, damn, is this one girl gonna be like how am I gonna be satisfied with just this one person, you know? And on top of that, it could be not like saying like you're gonna like cheat and stuff, but like on top of that, I think the real thing is that person can be perfect for you and like all these different categories and like a great person. But if you feel like the sex isn't there just because you've been exposed to having sex with so many other people, it might taint it for you, you know? So I was thinking about that for you. And I was like, oh yeah, you're pretty cooked, you know?
So were you actually thinking about it for yourself or what?
Nah, dog, no. I haven't had sex with my body, your body count's higher than mine. I think I'm probably at like
Mm-mm.
12, maybe.
A week.
Maybe like 13, but like one of them I don't really count. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, I actually kind of makes sense why they say like you should wait till marriage because really it is true, bro. Like if you just have sex with like fucking 100 people or like 200 or like something even like insane like that, like once you try and settle down with one person after having sex with so many different people, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a challenge. And then at that point, you're not even really looking for someone like they can have all the attributes you want, like be funny and friendly and loving and kind and stuff like that. But then like what if they're not satisfying you like sexually just because you've already had like sex with someone who is like on a whole nother level or some shit, you know what I mean? Like somebody's doing the splits and shit, and like
Yeah.
that's what you're expecting. Yeah.
I
So
well, this has been a popular topic on this podcast for a while, but I recently have tried to give it a good shot again and quit pornography. So that was kind of my conclusion I came up with as well was, I don't want to get into a relationship and then just like I'm exposed to all of this fucking online women and this and that and looking at it all the time, it's like sex isn't the same. It's not like a sacred exchange between two souls. It's like just a physical act and stuff. And so I was like, dude, and like it hit me. I was literally driving to work and it was like what, like 7:30 or something. And I was just like, it's back roads, right? It's just me and I'm driving and I was literally
you just wanted to
had
jerk off?
no, I was just in my
Oh.
thoughts, bro. And I and I was just like, I was just thinking about like, my decision and stuff and I was like, you know what, dude, let me say this shit out loud because like let me put this out into the, like actually hear it. And I was like, you're quitting because you have no control of your mind. And I'm saying this to myself on the way to work, like out loud. And I'm like, you're literally training for a fucking marathon. You're putting all this discipline and hard work into something that you want to achieve. And you're telling me that you have a weak mind that you can't even like stop fucking beating your meat. Like, what the fuck is your problem? And I was literally like upset with myself, bro. And that's when it kind of like hit me. It was like, bro, you need to fucking lock in. Like, you need to shape up, bro. So I had a good
Little pep
talking
talk.
with myself. Yeah, talking with myself, and it's just tough, dude. Because like I just get bored, and I'm just like,
Mm,
you know,
mhm. Yeah, that boredom's when it hits, bro.
it's
You
just
that's how you know you have like a problem is what from like the research I did from like when I was in college and stuff. Is like they're like you have a problem if you're doing it when you're not even horny. If you're just
Mm,
like watching porn jerking off because you have nothing else to do, that's when you know you have a problem. You know what I mean?
yeah. And I was just like, just bored, and I wasn't even feeling anything, bro. I was like, well, look at me, dude. Look at fucking just beating my shit. Not even like for what? For what? Like, you know what I mean? Just like I was just dumb, and then I just feel really bad about myself after, and I was like, no, dude, I need to stop this because really it's not fair. Because I started thinking about it deeper. I was like, well, what if I find a really good female and like I can't be committed 100% to her because of this fucking thing? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, and once you from like all the research, I used to research the shit out of this, bro, because I knew porn was like bad. Um, and it was just like, uh, it's bad for you for relationships also because then, and even just women in general, your relationships with women will be better because when you're watching porn actively, you'll start seeing like you'll start seeing women as more like objects. You start to objectify them more, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
instead of actually looking for like traits and shit like that. But it's also weird. I feel like right now, I texted you about Baywatch, that old Baywatch show, and I was like, bro, for some reason, whenever I turn my TV on, I guess it's just a channel the TV's set on. Whenever I turn it on to turn my Xbox on, it's always just playing Baywatch like 24/7. It's like a Baywatch channel. I don't know, it's weird. But anyways, I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, there's no plot to this really. It's just like some bullshit and then chicks in bathing suits and bikinis with big boobs. Like it's low key soft core, which made me
Mm.
think, even to like our standards, that used to be like a big deal, like girls bikinis and big boobs and shit like that. Now you can go on Instagram and that's all you see, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. So it's like for you as someone who's like trying to quit or quitting or whatever, like you seem pretty dedicated. You have to also be careful with like your Instagram feed because a lot of that stuff is like soft core and it really is just soft core porn, you know what I
I
mean?
started. It's my TikTok. Like I'll be going through my stuff, and then like I'll see a girl, and like she'll turn around, and she like it's all like clickbait, right? She's trying to shake her ass, and I'm like, you're gonna get trapped. And like you know what I mean? I'm just talking to myself. I'm like, you need to
Make you
swipe. Like
relapse.
yeah, it's like bro, you're like you need to stop. Like it's
Yeah.
nice, cool, whatever, but like it's not good for you. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you're trying to do this, and I was watching a movie the other day because you're talking about like softcore or old school like movies and shit. And I didn't realize that they played like pornography in a fucking movie theater back in the day. Like you would
Hmm.
literally just go to the movies and everyone in there was just watching porn. And
Cranking
I'm
the
pretty sure they
hog.
were just jerking off next to each other, just like that's fucking weird, bro. I was like, I
Mhm.
literally Googled it. I was like, is this a real fucking thing? Like, this is
There's like
fucking
some weird like
real.
grimy shit. Yeah.
I was like, wow, dude, I can't imagine, bro.
Hmm.
Just imagine seeing like your son's teacher in there next to you or something. I don't even like I don't know. It's weird.
It's cranking it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Um, but yeah, man, I'm proud of you. I'll send you a video too because I was watching this video about like you saying like that you were quitting porn. I was like looking into like porn and stuff and like just to remind myself like how bad it is. But I watched this video on YouTube, and there's like this guy who's giving a breakdown of it, and he was like, you know, I didn't finish the whole vid, but I'll send it to you if you want to watch it. It's like 10 minutes long, and it's like the title is "If you want to quit porn, watch this video." And this guy was basically saying, kind of similar to what you were saying, like if the way you quit porn is you have to look at it as building a house, and the first step is to build a foundation, and that foundation is what you could potentially have if you quit porn. So like your foundation would be having a loving family and stuff one day, and like what might ruin that and jeopardize your chances of that is if you continue to watch porn. So that, like being loved and having kids and like a wife and stuff that cares about you and finding that perfect partner should be like your foundation of the house. And then
Mhm.
he goes on to the rest of the stuff. I didn't watch the whole thing, but started watching started watching PUBG highlights. I was like, I was but I was like, you know, that's like a really good way to look at it. So I'll send it to you. You can check it out. Maybe we'll drop the link for anybody who's struggling watching porn. You can watch this video in the link, and maybe it'll help you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll watch it.
But yeah, congratulations, dog. How many days is this for you?
Maybe a week or so. I'm not really counting days. Like I there's an old saying like if you quit smoking or if you quit drinking, like don't count the days because then it's
Hmm.
just like it's you're kind of like putting a number to it. It's just you're not that
Just
anymore.
don't
You
do it.
don't yeah, just don't do it. Just like
Mm.
you don't identify yourself
And then
as a
you're
smoker
still low
anymore.
key thinking about it too.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
um but from the
Are you
last
the?
podcast,
Oh, go
what?
ahead. Go ahead. Are you just not jerking off, or are you just not watching porn, or are you doing like full blown semen retention unless it's was you're having sex with somebody?
Right now, I'm doing full blown 100% semen retention.
Damn, bro, you're about to be on some shit for real. I tried that shit one time for like 2-3 months. I was like stupid. Okay, well, maybe I think we'll be better off. You'll be better off doing this now because your brain's fully developed. You're 25. Your testosterone probably still high as fuck, but maybe not as high when we were like 20. So when I did this, bro, I think I did it back when I was still in Corpus, and I was probably like 21, 22. And I was like, I'm just gonna kick porn. This is when I started doing all the research into it, and they were like, the only way you should release is if you have sex with someone. And I was like, all right. So I just did it. So I didn't watch porn, didn't crank the hog, and I'm just like, I realized like I just turned into like a deviant, bro. And I was like, it sounds fucked up. I was low key kind of like leading people on so I could have sex with them, and I didn't really care about them just because I wanted to try and get like my release,
That's what I did.
So
So I went with 60 days with that, and that's how I viewed it. Was like, these women are just so I can get a nut out, and
yeah,
so
so it's almost counterproductive.
it counterproductive. And so it's I was listening to you say it, and I was like, wait, I can still get it out. I just can't watch porn. Okay.
So, anyways, what I learned to counter that is you should still jerk off, but just jerk off and not watch porn. And you'll know if you're really truly addicted to porn is if you can't come without porn. That's how you know your goose is cooked. So, like, if you try and go crank the hog and you're not getting any fucking baby batter without watching porn, it's like you're fucked for real. So, but it's also like it's a slippery slope. Man, it's cooked.
We'll see.
But it's a slippery slope because if you're fucking just full blown hard on and you're like, at the back of the bus, no longer in control, then you might just be like, "Oh, I'm already here. I might as well just,
Bro,
So
it
then
was
that's
so
how you
literally
realize.
up to bat. It's so bad, bro. I was at the gym today and I was doing the bike because I can't. I got surgery done, so I can't get stitches, sweat and stitches. And so I was on the bike today, and I was like, all right, so I'm not gonna sweat. I'm just gonna bike, keep my heart rate low. So I was like, and biking is great for that. Like if you're trying to do zone 2 training or anything, I was like, wow, I was like at 80 beats per minute, which is incredibly low for an exercise. So I was like, okay, this is fucking awesome. But this is where it's fucked up. The motion of me going like this with my legs, like my meat was rubbing a little bit, and I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Oh, bro.
That's insane, bro.
That boy ready, dog.
Nah, yeah, dog. But I will say your testosterone starts peaking after a good 2 weeks of not busting a load, but then after that, your body will make yourself like basically ejaculate. You'll basically come in your sleep. You start having wet dreams after about 2
I've had
weeks.
that too. That shit was. I don't like that. I hate that, bro.
Wet dreams?
Yeah, I hate them.
You're having them with the wrong people. That's probably why.
Well, no, they're great in the dream, but I just like God. Like I wake up, I'm like, oh, this is fucking gross, dude. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Nasty.
I think quitting porn is probably a lot easier if you have like a girlfriend. You just have sex with them.
100%. Yeah.
Get your release.
I'm back on Hinge.
Nice. How's it looking?
Terrible.
Damn. Like the prospects look terrible, or like the match ratio isn't looking good.
I'm shooting shots. It's nothing's.
Let me see send me your pics after this so we can see what they look like. I'll get Kat's opinion. She'll hook you up.
I was thinking about telling, because I got a bunch of like homegirls was like, you just take a look at this. Like, what do you think about this? She's like, oh, I'll swipe right. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go on a date. No. I've actually done that once and it worked. I was like, oh, okay. That's a pro tip, Wiz.
Yeah. But yeah, she'll help you out. She'll tell you what pictures look good because you're very photogenic. You have some really cool photos, like the camels and shit.
The deal is though, is like I don't have a lot of photos like from a photographer or from a camera or for someone else. Like I have like
The candid vibes.
yeah, like I want like like not professional, but like I want a photographer to actually like take photos of me so I can like put those up because I don't
Mhm,
have like I have like a bunch of like gym or golfing or just nothing like model or you know what I mean, kind of
mhm,
really good looking shots that I can
mhm. I
put
got
you.
you. Yeah, yeah. Or
So
you probably pay like $60 and somebody will take headshots of you. You can
I
use them
say,
for your LinkedIn also, and then just
yeah,
have
I
them.
mean, I want like full, like, I don't know. I need to bring a camera down, bro. I need to take a photo
Yeah. Okay.
shoot. When's this? Oh, okay. Before we get to that, and before we leave, a little note. I was thinking about your rapper friend that wants to come down and do that. So just, I want to keep that in mind, but I want to go back. So last podcast we were talking about, I was pretty much paralyzed in my movement of I wanted to produce a golf video with me and my dad, and I was like telling you like I don't have this, I don't have that. I'm paralyzed on my decision making or my or whatever you want to call it, right? Like I can't move any forward.
Paralysis analysis or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, yeah. When you have too much options or something, but I didn't have enough options, right? Whatever. I didn't have. I was overthinking it 100%. And you're like, bro, just get what you have and do it. Just it's like just that's how you're gonna get better, and that's how you're gonna do it. And I was like, all right. So from then to now, I was like, you know what? This is something I actually really want to pursue. This is what I really want to do. So I dropped $300 on mics. I dropped 250 on Final Cut Pro, and I went out and shot my first golf video with my dad.
Mhm.
The editing process, the whole learning curve, it was fucking terrible, but I released it and it felt very, very good and accomplishing. And it was something that I wanted to do. And uh, just appreciate you pushing me on that, big dog. It was, it's helped me out because now constantly trying to evolve and learn. And it's like now I have these mics and I did something really fucking awesome. Yesterday, it was my baby brother's first birthday party, and I took everyone. I put like an interview station, like a recording booth, and I had everyone all the family members from the family go in there and record like life advice to my baby brother when he turns 18. So
Mhm.
he'll be able to see all these people at his first birthday party whenever he's 18 years old. And I
That's
was
it.
like, this is fucking awesome, bro. And like it was just, setting up the Rode mics and having like the Final Cut Pro editing and like just having all this like
Mhm.
inspiration and like I could do this, I could do that. You know what I mean? It's just like it's all I think it's gonna start creating fucking some cool stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the best advice I've ever received, and it came from my doctor friend Osfer. I don't know if you're gonna watch this, but he was like, I don't want to put him on blast, but we were sitting in his backyard, and I was just like, dog, like I'm just really confused. I keep asking people for advice, and they all give me the same cliche bullshit of work hard. Everyone except for my dad. You know what I mean? He gives me like actual advice. But I was just like, I'm just so sick of hearing that shit. I just wish somebody could like tell me something that would actually be meaningful. And he was just like, highly like the best advice I can give you is just and try and invest in yourself. And and investing in yourself, I mean pick up a new skill, learn something new, find something different that you can learn and that will make yourself more valuable. And I was like, oh shit. And he was just like, was I started off I did wound care shit a long time ago. I'm starting to do it again now. I just took up the skill, took up the classes, and did some courses and stuff on wound care, and like I didn't really think of it anything of it then, but now here I am 15 years later. I have that experience, and was given an opportunity to do wound care, and now it's like the most lucrative thing in my entire portfolio. And he's making like I don't know millions of dollars off of it or some shit.
Hmm.
So I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And then like I'm thinking of it, but he was telling me like, like educate yourself in like a skill or something that you can pick up. And I was like, well, I don't really want to go back to I don't want to do grad school. Like, but thing is for you, the way I see it relates for you is when you pick up a camera and you learn how to film and you learn how to edit, those are skills that you can fucking apply to literally any scenario. And like worst come to worst, you can always make money of it. You always have something to fall back, and you can always kind of like use that skill in various things, whether you're making commercials, whether you're making YouTube videos, whether you're fucking down bad and you sign up and like somebody hires you to go like be a secondary shooter for weddings. You can make $500 easy. Like it's just something that you can just use for fucking anything. You start your own business, you know how to go film an ad, you know how to run the ads, you know how to edit it. Like, and doing so, it's like it's kind of like, if your dad teaches you how to do plumbing and shit like that, you don't no longer have to hire a plumber. It's kind of one of those things. So but I think it's going to open up some great like opportunities for you. You're going to be able to see, and you have the skill. And the crazy thing is like with filming and cameras and shit like that, there's so much that goes into it. It really is like you're learning a new language. We kind of had this discussion on the last pod, but it's like you're learning a new language, and it's super satisfying whenever you hang out with people that also speak that language, so that they know the shit, they know the lingo, they know like how to operate cameras and edit and stuff like that. You can have that conversation. But what's crazy is whenever you hang out with someone that doesn't speak that language and they're just like, how do you know how to do that? I don't know how to do that. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to shoot videos. Like, can you teach me how to do it? And it's just like always the same fucking shit. But yeah, man, like it's super cool. You're gonna be able to apply these skills to fucking everything, because everything and anything can be benefited by if you record it. You know what I mean? Like there's never gonna not be a need for knowing how to operate a camera and record video and edit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like today, I didn't go golfing. We said earlier at 10. I was literally laying down in my bed, and I was just like, I was kind of bored, bro, and I wanted to whack one off, right? And I was like, okay, we bought all this shit. We got the mics, got the camera, we got all the setup, right? I need to use this somehow today. I need to or if I need to edit my baby brother's video or something, I need to use it. And that's when I was like, all I need to do is turn on this fucking camera and I can make something happen. You know what I mean? I was like, wait, we're supposed to run a fucking podcast today. And then I was like, I called my buddy up because I have a YouTube video idea. And one of the biggest lessons that we've talked on this podcast before about is like people that hang out with like-minded people. And starting all of this, like I've always been like dipping and diving into videos and YouTube videos back like when COVID happened and we were in college together and stuff, and helping you film and stuff. Like I was always into it, but I never really went like deep into it. It was always surface level. But now that like I put out a little bit of YouTube videos and I'm making some projects, my neighbors, so it goes from being like my neighbor friends, it goes from being like we're hanging out and stuff to like now I get to like see their world, their work world. And now he's like telling me what they have, what
the
they're
language,
shooting.
bro. You understand the
language. And it's like, because I was telling him, I was like, dude, I just set up this video and I watched it on like when it was finalized and on YouTube, and I was like, I fucking hate it. The editing was terrible, like this and that. He was like, yeah, bro. And I was like, it fucking took 4 or 5 days. He goes, welcome to my fucking world, dude. And I was like, yeah, bro. Like it's you know what I mean? But like,
yeah.
But it was cool to like, to shift and like be able to do that. And now since they see me like, more motivated to do these things, I pitched them an idea. So we have a YouTube video going to come out for Halloween, and we're going to go on a golf course. We're going to have 4 players. Each hole, we're going to drink a fireball shot, like a little shooter, and we're all going to be in costumes. And so it's kind of like it's like a fireball bucket challenge kind of deal, but for Halloween edition. And I was like, I think that'd be fucking awesome, bro. Like all of us on camera having fun. We're just filming ourselves, make a whole YouTube video about it, and it all kind of inspired by like me taking the initiative and actually like, what, this is what I want to do. No one's gonna fucking help me. No one's gonna fucking do this shit for me. No one's gonna go out there and be like, hey, I know you want to do this golf video. Let me go shoot and edit all this for you. No one's gonna do it. So it's like me taking that initiative and then like them seeing how like serious I am about it, they're like, oh yeah, we can go do that. You know what I mean? Like, because maybe they're thinking about like how you think about it. Like, why the fuck am I gonna do that? Because now I got to go edit this shit, and it's like it's no money driven, it's nothing like that. It's just a fucking project, and it's just like so
extra work. Yeah,
just extra work.
Yeah. So now let's just exactly what I'm saying. So now after you fucking edited that video, it was 30 minutes, right? And I mean, I can't see what your edits look like, but I can kind of imagine what they kind of look like. You know how whenever you have Final Cut, there's like this. You know how it sets everything up kind of in like rows when you look at it. So there's like the audio, and then there's the video, and you probably have them like somewhat synced and some chops, like a whole bunch of chops and shit like that. Maybe no transitions. Now you understand like the base layer. So like what I used to put out, what they're putting out also, when you look at their editing, the editing thing in Final Cut Pro, you'll see like 15 fucking layers of shit, sound effects, audio, music.
Yeah, I had like 6
cuts.
layers at once. I was like,
Yep.
damn, bro, this looks intense.
And then
just
when
overlays and all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? I was like, oh
yeah, and it just gets crazier and crazier. So now you understand that it's not so much like, hey man, I have this idea, like, do you want to come shoot this? I think it would be fun. It like they're seeing it as like, bro, I'm gonna edit this shit. It's gonna take me fucking 4 hours for some fun. I'm not getting paid. I'm trying to make this my full blown occupation as my job. I don't want to do my job for fun and not get paid type of deal, you know?
yeah.
So like now you understand. That's what I was trying to explain to you last podcast, why they're probably like, dog, I'm not trying to go film some fucking golf video on my day off, you know? And in your head it's like, it would be fun. Why not? It's not that hard. Now you see. But now that you speak the language, now that you understand, and now that you've taken that first step to go do it, they're going to be more receptive about your ideas because they know you can just do this shit on your own. You know what I mean? All they have to do is maybe just show up and then like record with like a give you the footage at the end of the day, and they're fucking done. And then you just edit everything on your own and say like, hey, what do you guys think? You know?
Yep. And what I was thinking too is like, you know, they always need a +1 or someone else to like, they have big events, they need a photographer. And I was like, bro, I could go out there on the weekend and go snag some cash real quick. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to
money
like,
from it.
You know, it's not,
yeah,
like I don't need it or whatever, but like I can go hang out, we can go shoot a camera and I can make some money. Like it's just a little side hustle.
It's always,
you know what I mean?
yeah, it's kind of like when you know how to bartend, you can always fall back on that and make some money. But yeah, I'm proud of you, dog. Congratulations. That's a big step.
Really cool.
And no bullshit, bro. I watched your video. I thought it was good. I mean, obviously there's room for improvement. There's always going to be room for improvement. And if can I give you like video advice? Kind of.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So it's not like anything to make your video like I think your video needs to be better. You need to do anything, but just for me editing videos, the one thing I've noticed is if you're always striving for perfection, your video will never be released because you'll just always be going in it, editing, changing something to try and get it to where it's perfect, and it'll just never see the light of day. So there's got to be a certain point where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna give myself, I don't know, a week to edit this. At the end of the week, I'm just gonna send it out there, because all those little fucking tiny transitions or edits and shit that you do that in your head make it like this seamless piece of film brilliance. No one is gonna fucking notice it except for you. Like it sucks, but that's kind of what it is. Unless someone else is balls deep into editing, you know.
I was 4 days into it, like, because I mean I got a full-time job and I'd come home and I'd literally sit there from 7 to 11 for 4 days. And I was just like, at one point I was about done with it and I was like, okay, now I need to add a scoreboard. And then I was like, now I got to learn how to do all this. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm just going to publish it. Next video, it'll have it. But right now, let's just fucking send it. I want it out. You know what I mean? Like, and there's no rush to it, but I just wanted to be done with it, bro. And then like I was telling my buddy about it, and I was like, the thing that kind of was the hardest part was why the next video is gonna be so much easier, is because I know how to edit now, and I know what I need to do so I can make it like more easier to edit. And then also I know how to do all the shit now. So like, for instance, like the scoreboard, I had to go do research on this one. I needed a little scoreboard so I can just, you know, have tally on what the score is, obviously. And like to do that, I had to go look at ChatGPT. Hey, I need to go through Canva. I need to make this template, then put it into Motion, add animations, and then put it into like Final Cut Pro, right? It's like I had to learn all of that just so I can make this one little piece. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to do that for the next video. And I was telling my buddy, I was like, the hardest part was I had to do everything all at once, like learn it all, put it all together, try to put everything together all at once. And now I can just focus on, okay, one thing. I know how to do all that shit. Now to make it a little bit better, one thing. To make the scoreboard, that's one thing that can make it better. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like now it's not this whole array of information that I need to like fucking figure out. It's just one little piece, and then every video, one little piece more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and always try and make shit as easy as you can. Instead of going into Motion and creating some custom shit, look and see if you can find some online downloadable template for Final Cut Pro that has all the transitions and shit, or and all the like the editing and like word movements and shit like that that you're looking for, and just download that shit for like, even if you have to pay $2, it saves you 3 hours trying to fuck around in Motion, and you just have it forever. You know what I mean?
I need to look into it. I need to look into that.
If you just go on
like Motion Array or something, a website, something like that.
Yeah, it was some shit like that. I forgot what it was, but I'll find it. That's where I downloaded all my shit from for Final Cut. And like, you could pay for it for a month, bro, and just go in and find all the fucking pre-made shit that they have, plugins and stuff for Final Cut. Just download them all. You pay 25 bucks, bro. You pay 25 bucks. You download everything on there, and then you just cancel your membership and you have them forever. You can also download all the stock free music and shit like that too. And like, they have like stock free like music, sound effects, video, like overlays, everything, screen burns, bro. I was trying to fucking create screen burns for so, like the film burn thing, that effect, for so fucking long, and I just went on there and they had it, bro.
You're like, ah.
I was like, dog. Yeah. So that would be my number one tip. Just make sure you just eventually push the shit out. Don't get stuck trying to make it perfect. My second tip would be, do not get focused on just equipment. Right now, you have everything you need. What really is going to make people watch it is not how crispy and sharp it looks like. No one fucking cares as long as it's not shot on a potato. What's important is the content. You're funny, if it's entertaining, if it makes people laugh, it makes some people want to keep watching it. That's the most important thing. And most of that you're going to do based off of just your personality. And then let's like maybe editing, some cuts and stuff like that. So scenes that drag a little long, you can trim them down and stuff like that. Those are the most important things, bro. Because a lot of people get stuck up on thinking they need to buy a fucking $7,000 camera and that's going to make them get views. And then they don't get any more views. And they're like, why the fuck did I spend $7,000 on this camera? And it's just like, the problem isn't the fucking video. The problem is you just fucking suck and you're not entertaining. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not only do you suck and you're not entertaining, that's fine, but you have to be able to evolve and make it more entertaining. You're upgrading your focus, like you're focused on the wrong shit, like the memes, like, but like you're focused on the wrong shit. Literally, you need to be trying to figure out how you can make your video better, and not better as far as visuals, but as far as actual content. So that is my number 2 tip I would give you. So don't look at investing into a big ass camera, getting new lenses, all that shit. You have everything you need right now. The mics, people can make a video on a fucking iPhone and that bitch gets 1 million views. You know what I mean?
Seriously, that's when I first started doing research on all that. They were saying like what you're saying. Don't get caught up on all the equipment. You can spend $1,000 and shit, but if the content's not it, then it doesn't fucking matter. And they're like, I can shoot a video on my iPhone and it will do so much better than this $2,000 camera. So just focus on your actual content and make sure that's good. And that's why I was like, I was having so much problem because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, fuck, I need a new camera. Maybe I need to get this camera. Maybe I need to get this lens. And like, I was just keep telling myself, I was like, let me do what I can, maximize what I have right now. Like, I don't have shitty shit. You know what I mean? Like, I have enough to camera it out right now. Like, let's just do what we can. And eventually, if it does come up, if it does build a little audience, then we can invest in a little better camera. You know what I mean? It's like, but let's try to build what we can right now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing I think people probably get fucked up on. The only time, and I even saw, yeah, you're good. I even saw a video of this guy who was like, dude, the only reason I even bring like a red camera to set is because if I show up with like a basic ass like iPhone, which I could probably film this entire thing on, and I charge these people $25,000, they're gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy, you know. So yeah, it's like at a certain level when you're doing commercial shit, you kind of need that stuff because it justifies the price that you're charging, and also you can edit. You have more like you can change shit more in post and like vlog and slog flat format for coloring. You can change all that shit. But as far as like actually delivering like a product, that shit doesn't really matter. It's not as important as most people think. Shout out my GH5. Now we wait. Now we wait.
I had to change the battery.
Not talking.
But
I was just rambling on about like people thinking that equipment is more important than it actually is.
Yeah, and it's on a random Sunday. I was thinking about it. I right before you called to see if we're ready for the podcast, I was talking to one of my buddies about that YouTube video. I was talking about the golf idea.
Bro, you have 48 views. That's a lot, bro.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That's a lot, bro. Like no bullshit. That's a lot. For like your first video of whatever, 48 views is a lot. Like
that's just kind of insane because I was like, that's 35 minutes they're investing of their life, bro, to watch this. Like I was like, damn, they watched all the way to the end. That's so weird. You know what I mean? It's just like that's the vision, right? That's what you want. There's so many people that just like to get 35 minutes from someone nowadays. That's a lot.
So to get, I'm not like a YouTube guru or by any means, but like the One Last Bite channel taught me a lot about YouTube editing and stuff like that. So when you go into YouTube Studio, you can go to the analytics and you'll be able to see out of, I don't want to just to discourage you, but you'll be able to see out of those 35 people, how many of them actually watch the entire thing, when they cut off, what time they cut off is important because you'll know, okay, whatever I did at this time, I probably shouldn't do in my next video. Should try and keep that retention going. So that's something that you'll be able to like use for yourself to make your next video better. Yeah, but no, bro, dude, 38 views is fucking good. I was like, oh shit. I looked today. I was like, that's actually really good, bro. So then I would also try, and I know you're going to try and crank out another vid, but use that footage that you have from that one and chop it up into YouTube shorts and put those out there too. Because if one of them catches on, hits, I mean, when I was doing One Last Bite, bro, we got 10,000 views on a short, and that got us like 30 subscribers. 30 new subscribers. So it's like it's worth it, and it's you already have all the footage, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also I was trying to go through there and I was trying to look, I was like trying to scan, but I want to do like a play a hole with me, so it's like not a 30-minute video, but it's also like, you know, maybe a minute long video, and like so there's a lot of those videos because I watch them. Like I'm literally the way I make it is what I watch this. You know what I mean? That's how I go about it. And so like what do I watch and what I see numbers on? And I was like, well, I can create that. And like when I was pitching the YouTube idea, we were just at lunch or at dinner or whatever, and I was telling them, I was like, look, this is the idea I had, this is what I want to do. And you know, I want to do the fireball challenge. You know, we take a shot every hole. And he goes, oh, that's what Bob Does Sports do. That's his YouTube, that's his challenge. And I was like, that's exactly what it is. That's his challenge, yes, but we can create it. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it's fun, they're doing it, and it's getting millions of views. Like, why? How come we can't do that? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I've been saying this shit for years, bro. I'm just like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And like, but it's always the same thing, like, you know, whatever. And that's why I was like, I started communicating, like collecting all this shit, because I knew at one point I wanted to make some stuff happen. You know what I mean? It was like, no one's gonna fucking do it for me. So I started doing it. And now they're like, hey, that's this, you're copying that that YouTube video, whatever. It was like, yes, but it's getting inspired by that. Like, I want to do that. That's fun. Like, he's having fun as fuck on the golf course with his friends getting drunk, like, and they're recording and having the best times of their lives. Like, all of the content's fucking at some point copied. You know what I mean? Like, so
it's inspiration.
It's inspiration.
Yeah. Name of the game.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to cut up some videos and do that and start doing that. But yeah.
Man, yeah, bro, congratulations, dude. 48 views is a lot. I saw that shit before we started. I was like, damn, bro, that's badass. That's really cool. Did you get any subs yet or no?
No, but I mean, I'm not really thinking about the views and shit right now. I'm just really just trying to like
Yeah,
Just
I get it. But like once you get your first sub, you'll be like, holy shit, somebody wants to stick around. You know what I mean? Like they
yeah.
want to see what else I can do. So it'd be very
Shout
sad.
out to our one sub on here, baby.
I think we have 3 now, bro. We have 3
Oh
subs.
shit! Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, congratulations. That's sick. We did like a whole segment now for the pod on video creators. I think this might actually be helpful for people. A
It's
lot of
helped
people want to do
me.
video shit.
I
Yeah.
literally thought about our last podcast, and from here, then I bought a lot of stuff out and made a whole YouTube video out of it. So
Mhm.
I think it definitely helps, and it makes me feel very self accomplished because what I was telling you is right before this call, I was on the call with my neighbors and I was telling them about the YouTube video that I want to do, the pitch the idea, and then you're calling me about a podcast, and I was like, hey, I gotta go. Sorry, I gotta go run a podcast, and like. It's just I was like, dude, this is so fucking awesome. Like I'm coordinating YouTube video here, I'm running a podcast here, and then like after this, I got to edit a video, and I was like, this is what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to just like hop around and make videos and like podcast here, YouTube video here, and then like throw some shit content over here, and it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Like this is
You got
today's world.
time. Instead
Yeah,
of being
like,
bored, you find stuff to fulfill the boredom.
yeah,
Dude, that's the biggest thing I think with jerking off, bro. You jerk off, and it's kind of like you hear people say the problem with drinking isn't the day, it's the day after. That's why they don't drink, because they lose the day after. But jerking off, bro, I don't know. You work out after you bust. I don't know how you do that. But like me, bro, if I bust the next 3 hours, bro, I'm in like straight mind decline, like brain is oozing vibes. Like I don't want to do anything, like I'm like lazy. I'm just sitting there. I'm just like maybe take a nap, and I lose like 2.5, 3 hours of my day because I just decided to fucking crank one off. You know what I mean? So it's like I just have to. I've taught myself now to just apply that energy into something else. Like I think that's the coolest thing I think about YouTube is all these videos you put out, you keep stacking them, people will go back and watch a video from like 2 years ago, you know what I mean? So it's like eventually you have this gigantic portfolio of something that could just generate wealth for you while you're sleeping. I think that's the coolest thing about YouTube.
That's honest. That's the end goal, right? But I was also thinking about that exact same question because I'm wanting to make this video for my brother for his 18th birthday, and I was like, do I edit this video, cut it up, and then put it on a hard drive and just keep it in the safe for 17 years, or do I post it on YouTube, and is it ever going to be wiped off of YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want to lose it. So it's like, and then I was thinking about, I was like, I can go watch a movie from fucking YouTube videos from when it first came out. So I was just like, I think it'd be pretty safe there. But I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder at some point, is there going to be a data where they have to be like, we need to clean some space and like take out the last 20 years or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just
once that shit's on the internet, and the fact that Google owns YouTube, nobody's like that shit's unbeatable. People have tried, but
bro, this right here, raw fuel, or if you're gonna drink, take some of this, bro. Take a scoop of this shit, and you will not have a hangover. I took some last night, took some this morning, knocked out like that. It's just electrolytes and shit like that, and potassium and sodium. But like, this is literally what you take before you run a marathon or run a half marathon. What I did, and it just replenishes your whole body with everything that you fucking lose by drinking alcohol, and fucking kills the hangover, bro.
Wow. I remember you gave me that milk thistle and then some other shit.
Potassium? Hey, I took something this morning too. I drank a shot of my fuel raw, and I was like, I got my milk thistle right here. Threw that in there because I wasn't feeling great. Went to go work out like an hour later, bro.
I remember that whole next day. Whenever I got drunk with you, I was waiting for my hangover the next day, and it just never came, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Insane. Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, what was that pill that we took?
Yeah. Hangover cure.
Yeah, bro.
Milk thistle, potassium, or I guess raw fuel, whatever the fuck he said that was.
Yeah, raw fuel is good. I mean, I put them both, and I feel fucking great. I literally worked out right after, so, and I did not.
That's badass. Yeah, but it's funny. You kind of got the most annoying thing you're gonna find now as you start making more and more videos, bro, is that you're gonna have somebody who will like come up to you and be like, "Hey, dude, can you teach me how to like edit and stuff like that?" After you just like self-taught yourself that shit, bro. It's so fucking annoying, dude. Like they're gonna be like, "Hey, can you teach me how to film?" I'm like, "Bro," and people always ask me that. I'm like, "Dude, just go online and watch YouTube videos. There's a YouTube video to teach you how to do anything. Like if you need help on editing stuff, you can find it online also. Like what do you want me to like do you want me to sit down with you like I'm teaching you algebra and show you how to like edit when you could just look online? Is that what you want?
Be like, hey,
You're
bud,
gonna
there's people out there that make this video a lot better and they explain it a lot more. Like that's their whole purpose of the video. Like
That's their whole job. That's their whole YouTube channel, bro. And you're gonna trust me, bro. Once you're gonna crank out these videos. You're gonna have your buddies ask you, like, "Hey, can you teach me how to do that?" And it's gonna be like, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I see what the fuck I was talking about."
Uncle Juan came down and
Oh,
Chuck,
jeez.
he was like, "Hey, Uncle Juan, when are you gonna bust out some more of those One Last Bites?" He goes, "I fucking loved them. I was watching all of them, and like they were super entertaining." And Uncle Juan was like, "Yeah." He goes,
He came to Austin.
"Yeah." He went to my brother's birthday party, and he was like, "I lost my videographer, man. He's crying or something. I don't know. He was talking a little bit. I was like, he goes, he goes, I made like a little video off my phone or whatever, but like it was all right." He was like, "I don't know what the problem was. He just." But yeah, no, dude. Like to do that shit, to do what I did for the golf video and not have any payment or anything for someone else would be
Insane, bro.
horrible, horrible because
Imagine doing
that's so
15
much
of them.
work. Yeah, that's so much work, bro. And I was like, because then I started thinking about like, I was like, Dad, you should probably pay my golf fee. Like you're on this video, dude. And this is a lot of fucking work. Like you need to be paying for my fucking
Dude,
time.
You'll see. That's what I'm saying, bro. And the thing that pissed me off the most about Uncle Juan, because there's probably 15 One Last Bite videos, bro, on his channel. Some of them I would have to Dallas to Fort Worth, 30, 40 minutes ish. I would drive over to his house after work, come back home, and the videos took 2 days to film because the process is 2 days. I drove over to his house after work, come back home, drive back in the morning. He says he wants to start at 8. So that's my Friday night, my Saturday morning, all day Saturday till like 4 p.m. because he wants to get drunk also. Then I have Sunday. And on top of that, I have to edit that. So imagine doing that for like 15 fucking vids, bro. 15 videos. And it's like and then the thing that triggered me whenever I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this anymore," is whenever he was like, "Dude, I don't understand. All you have to do is just point and click." And I was just like, "All right." I was like, "You know what, dog? I just can't do it anymore." It's just I'm investing too much. You know what I mean? It'd be different if I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah.
But like I'm in doing this for you. You can try and say this is my channel, but it's not Hylie's Last Bite. It's Juan Last Bite. I'm not even in the video. It's just you. You know what I mean? So like I was like, I'll tell you what. I know some good videographers. You could hire them. I know some good editors. You can hire them also, and then you can just crank out the vids, or you could just learn how to do it yourself. And it's like, well, can you teach me? I was like,
and he's not dumb. Like he can do it. Like, bro, the shit that pissed me off, dog, was I set up the interview booth, right, for all the family members to go in there, and he comes out and he has the mic on there, and he's like, "Hey, man, hey, Chicky, I'm done with the video." And I was like, "Okay, what did you stop the recording?" He goes, "Oh no, I don't know how to do any of that, man. I just, I'm done." And I was like, "You were doing all these videos of Hylie and shit. Like, you don't know how to fucking stop a recording, bro. I just taught my 5-year-old sister how to do this. Like, she's literally setting everyone up doing this." And like, because she was really excited about it. Like she's like loved my camera. And so I was like, okay, just be very careful. And she's like a little girl, right? So she's like right there in front of my baby brother opening up presents and stuff. I was like, look, all you gotta do is it's gonna autofocus. As soon as you see it, just click right here, you're good. And you can also zoom right here. And she's like framing the shot, she's doing all this, and she's getting all, and she was like, everyone, I had a what's it called, a montage of every family member of like photos of them, because she was just going around taking photos. I was like, look, she's like my little photographer, and she's having so much fun. You know what I mean? I was like, look, this is awesome. Like, I'm gonna send this all to everyone. You know what I mean? I was like, she just learned this. I literally just taught her simple as fucking shit. And then you know what I mean? Like you can't fucking learn how to click a button. I know you can. I know you can.
That shit was making me so mad, bro. He said, all you do is just point and click. And then no. The one that really got me, bro, is when he said, I don't understand why you're saying this is a lot of work. Don't you like shooting videos? that one put me over the edge. That was like, I was like, ah, yeah. The combination between the two of those, I was like, you understand I like doing this, but like it is work. And he's like, but it's work you like to do. And he's just like, I was like, nah, dog, you're cooked. I'm out.
You're cooked.
I'm fucking out. I'll delete this whole channel right now, bro. 15 fucking vids, bro. Imagine how long that takes to edit, dog. And I'm starting with probably like 3.5 hours of footage, bro. And I chop it all down to 10 minutes. That's transitions and text, titles, like zoom in, zooms out. Just the chopping process of chopping the clips up before you rearrange them. That shit is like, as you know now from doing your long vid, that shit takes fucking forever, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work. And also one thing from last podcast that I took to heart and implemented it on my life was I was telling you how like I'm scared to post what I want on Instagram, like showing my authentic self and stuff. And like I actually went out from the YouTube video, I made a clip of my golfing, and I like, you know, I sent it to you first, like, hey, should I post this on Instagram? And you're like, why not? And I was like, you know what? Why not, dude? Because like we talked on the podcast, and I was kind of going with that, and I just wanted to, you know, I wanted your opinion again. And yeah, you were like, why not? And I was like, you know what, dude? Fuck it, bro. Like this is what I'm doing. This is my life right now. And this is the content that I'm making this, you know what I mean? Like, and it actually did really well. It had like 1,800 views on there. And I was like, oh, okay. And like, given it wasn't a lot of likes and whatever, but I was like, this is the shit that I like to watch. You know what I mean? Like this is my Instagram. And like what we were saying earlier, it's like, who gives a fuck, dude? Like this is your shit. Like stop over analyzing what your perception of people are of you and just post what you want. And so I started getting more out of my shell, and like and I think people, I don't even really care about the people, but it's just like I'm evolving more, as I can see, as personally, of like I'm starting to get more into my creative side. I could say, and like I'm starting to like showcase my art projects, whatever you want to call them, you know what I mean? My content, whatever. And like I'm happy about it, and I can share it with whoever wants to see it, because I think it's fucking funny. I think they're great. And it's literally my fucking life. Like right now I'm doing golf, and I'm going to be posting some more running videos, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm training for a fucking marathon. So it's like this is what's literally going on, you know? So it's like this, why not make? And then I got a buddy that he trained, well, he paced my half marathon with me. He's actually moving to Austin in 3 days. And he hit me up today. He goes, hey man, I'm doing some miles at Zilker. Do you want to come? And I was like, I got the stitches, man. I'd love to go run, but I can't. He goes, okay, well, when do those come out? I said, Friday. He goes, all right, we'll get back into it, because he's literally training for 240 miles in fucking Utah, Moab. And I was like, yeah, dude, as soon as I'm cleared, I'll go run with you. And he goes, I said, yeah. And then, you know, we got some work coming up, bro. We got to get some miles in. We got to get some content up. And he goes, every week I want to have a fire photo for the gram. And I was like, let's fucking do it. Cause he's highly motivated. Obviously he's training for 240-mile run, right? So he's highly motivated, highly disciplined. And so, but he also needs content, and I also need content. I don't really necessarily need it, but like, you know, we can both help each other out in that aspect. So I was like, if you have a fire photo every fucking week, I know I can just give you the camera and you can just shoot me as well. So it's like, yes, that's like a good relationship in my mind. You know, we're both fucking helping each other out. So like, I'm really excited for him to come. So now I can have someone to, you know, film, and I can film, and I can sharpen my skills. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited about that. And now get me some more running footages, and I can dabble into like more running stuff. Because I've just been doing like golf videos and stuff, but you know, doing different style vids and stuff.
That's good, bro. Yeah, it's nice to have people around you that are, you know, like-minded individuals, people that are motivated, similar hobbies, tasks, like both want to succeed and stuff. Definitely, I our relationship's funny because like I've just known you for so long. We kind of bust each other's balls. It's like a brother relationship, low-key at this point. But it's
Mhm.
like
No, you are my
you,
brother for sure.
yeah, you motivate me like a lot more than you probably even like realize, or like maybe I give you credit for it. Like trying stuff and stuff. Like you being productive makes me want to be productive. I guess I'll say it like that. Like whenever you're telling me you're gonna go do something, I'm like, damn, I also want to go do something. You know, so it's like
Mhm.
nice to like you surround yourself with people like that. It's very
Yeah,
beneficial.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot.
That's why I'm
Oh,
excited for you to come to Austin, dude.
yeah. Everybody keeps telling me that, bro. It makes me feel. Man, I feel loved. I feel loved. I'm not gonna lie.
The people want me.
Yeah. Elijah, you remember Elijah from?
Yeah,
Yeah. He was telling me he
basketball.
was thinking about moving to Austin. Yeah.
I'll be sick.
He was like, dude, I'm tired of working. I'm tired of basketball. Like, I'm just gonna try and do like use my degree to get a job. And I was like, well, bro, like I could probably recommend you for some shit at GE. I just need to hit my once I hit my 1 year, I'll feel like I'll have enough credential in the organization where it means something. You know, I can
Mhm.
give referrals like you and him and like whoever, you know, that's looking
Yeah,
for one. People I trust to do a good job, you know. Plus I get a little referral bonus.
it's always
But
good.
it's gonna be nice, bro. It'll be fun to be around people that are like want to create stuff. Because right now I'm sitting in a spot where I want to make videos super bad, dude. Maybe I'm kind of going through the analysis paralysis thing, but I just don't know what I want to film. I like making the cooking videos, but it's like sometimes I just don't want to cook.
Mhm.
You know, the only fucking thing. Like sometimes I'm like, fuck, dog. I'm just not in the mood to like cook anything. But
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want my niche to be for videos. I was thinking I travel a shitload for work, you know, like some weeks or some months I'll travel 4 times in a month. You know what I mean? So it's like I could maybe make some cool videos about that, me traveling around, trying stuff.
Mhm.
But I just gotta figure out what it is I want to do, like what stuff I want to film. Because you'll get to this point too, where editing, well, maybe you won't, I don't know. Editing is like relaxing for me, bro. It's like I'm careful with who I tell that to because then they think I just want to like do shit for them, and like it's not like that. But like
You get
it's
zoned in. You get
you
locked
get
in, bro.
zoned the fuck
Bro,
in. You're just yeah.
I started at 7. I looked at the clock and it was 9:50 and I was like, "What the
Yes,
fuck,
bro.
bro?" I was
You
like,
put on
"Oh,
some
I
like
got work in the morning, dog." I
yes.
just like just in one spot, literally just fucking zoned in.
Yes, bro. Dog. I'm like it's like and it's kind of like when you're firing a gun, you have to be locked in so you don't fucking shoot yourself. It's the
Yeah,
same shit because it just takes your focus away from everything else and it's just strictly into that to where it's
right.
almost like relaxing for you and you're just
Mhm.
like vibing out, chilling. And then for me, my whole family is fucking artistic. Like my sister has been winning art contests and shit since she was fucking 6 years old. Like even as an adult, she's fucking has art studios, puts her art and everything. My dad, like world famous musician, Grammy nominated, like all this shit. So for me, I always kind of struggled to find something that I felt was like an art form that I could kind of like get into and that I was good at. And then I realized that like for me, once you start get something to edit, it's kind of like you have a blank canvas, and you're kind of just building and creating like your own fucking everything out of just thin air. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's why I feel like film and stuff is like my outlet for like my artistic creativeness. Um, I think that's why it's just like I don't know. It's just very relaxing to just like edit and then see something come from like nothing, just like an idea in your head to actually being something that people watch, and then like it's just like very satisfying.
It
So,
is very extremely satisfying.
but yeah, dog. I'm excited. I think right now, I don't know. I gotta brainstorm some vids that I want to do for myself. I know I for sure want to. I'm gonna come to Austin to shoot that music video for my buddy. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna try and do it like relatively legit too. Like we're gonna get like a little studio in Austin. They have some set design studios that you can rent out. So we'll get one of those, and then I get like 2 actors and stuff. He's got a lot of music videos that he wants to shoot, so that'll be fun. Get the juices flowing, and then I'm also right now just writing scripts. I started my storyboard for one of the music videos. I've been
When's the
writing
music
like
video?
I don't know. I'm gonna try and shoot for October like 20th or some shit like that. I gotta get with him to see what that looks
That'd be
like.
perfect. So, put me in there. I'm there. I'm there.
Okay. And then I want to start like I've already told you this, like I want to do like short films and stuff like that. I've also been working on like my big film that I want to try and submit to like the film festivals and stuff to win. Get my name out there for
The
that.
Neighbors just won one.
Yeah, I saw.
Did you saw like some dark image drama or something? It
Mhm.
was pretty
I
cool.
wanna watch it. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched it, and I need to because I need to give them support because like I it's a lot of work and stuff, and they're doing their thing. But video idea that I'm thinking like off the bat for you, since you have such a unique lifestyle, since you're a remote worker, right, and you go to these different cities, you should start a
Mhm.
series of like trying different things in different cities series, and then like this, hey, this, and then kind of give your intro, be like, hey, I go all over the country for my job and I'm trying different spots. And this on today's week or this episode, we're in Detroit or wherever the fuck, you know what I mean? We're in
Mhm.
Atlanta this time. And and then be like, so what I found out is they had this really cool restaurant or they had this really cool event, blah blah. And then you just do like a little travel vlog for each one of your little fucking visits. And that would be
Mhm.
really fucking cool because then like every fucking time you have something totally different. You have something that's like it's just a really cool idea and it gives people like a traveler's vlog of ideas to do when these little because someone might be like, "Hey, I'm going to Atlanta for the weekend. What should I do?" And then they
Mhm.
look up things to do in Atlanta, and boom, Haile Kumbe pops up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, for sure. I kind of want to do so the thing with shorts is like it's not really well like YouTube shorts and like Instagram reels and shit like that. For me, it doesn't really feel like filmmaking. There's some people that make like short films and it's just like all vertical format, but like I
Mhm.
want to like grab my camera, and like shoot it like this. Like, was this landscape horizontal? I want to shoot like this, not like
Mhm.
this. I want to shoot
Yeah,
like
landscape.
this and get like nice panning shots of like cool
Do
shit
it.
and
Do a
like
YouTube series and
yeah,
make a whole
of
video about it.
travel stuff. Yeah. So all
Because
yeah,
it's
that's
just
a good
such a
idea.
unique. It's such a unique situation, and you can make the most out of it. And
Yeah.
you try different things every time you go out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Let's put on my food Instagram.
And then, I don't know, like it could be my neighbors let me borrow the DJI Osmo Pocket. I don't know if you saw those. It's like a little
Yeah.
handheld thing, but they're
Yeah.
super small and you can shoot landscape on that. So like if you have that and you're at a restaurant, you don't want to pull out your camera, or whatever, you can just like pull
I could
out this
just do it
little
on
thing,
my
or
fucking
even on your
phone,
fucking
bro.
phone. Yeah, you can literally just do it on your fucking phone, and
Yeah.
that's it. So that'd
Maybe
be
I'll do
pretty
that.
cool.
Travel vlogs. Yeah, I mean, I travel fucking. I'm gonna have to end up traveling October probably 5 times. You
Damn.
know, and it's only for yeah, but it's like for a day and a half for each. But uh,
Yeah, that's so funny, dude. Like literally, they let me borrow the Osmo Pocket DJI, and they're set it all up, did the format SD card, did all this and that, and we were running with it. And Seth was like, "Hey, I don't like this. Like, I'm shooting and like it's like doing this, and then it automatically pans and stuff, and he doesn't like. It's the first time we're using it on a run. You know what I mean? So it's like we're running, we're trying to fucking figure this shit out. And he's like, I don't like this. I'm just gonna shoot on my phone. And I was like, if that's what you want, if that's what you're comfortable, let's just shoot on the phone. So literally, like that,
bro,
most of the YouTube video is like from an iPhone. Like it's so
the iPhone
it's
footage is so good, bro. Motherfuckers be like, dude, what entry camera should I buy? Should I buy this one? It's like $500. I'm like, that shitty DSLR that you're trying to buy from Best Buy for $350, your phone is better. Like,
mhm.
if you have an iPhone 15, 16 Pro, it is better. Like,
Bro, my buddy just
it
showed me a photo yesterday night at like 11 p.m. and it was like low light as fuck in the bar. He took a photo and it was fucking crystal clear in the fucking photo, and like you could zoom in on everyone in the fucking in the whole place. And I was like, damn. And this is low light too. And I was like, damn, bro, this is fucking good ass fucking camera. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying, dog, the iPhone shit is unbeatable, bro.
they're
And then
they're
you
filming
can
a movie on the iPhone 16, and 2025 is going to be released on the iPhone 16.
you can do anything with just the iPhone. That's why I keep trying to tell people stop trying to buy fancy fucking gear. And they even have a Rode mic adapter for your iPhone that you can plug into the bottom, and it's like the clip-on lavalier mic, but wireless. You can just
I
record from
can.
your
So I
phone.
have a transmitter from my Rode. It goes into my iPhone, and I can use those mics on the iPhone.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's those. It's just like,
And I was thinking about whenever you come back too, like if whenever you move to Austin and we go out, I low key want to dabble into like road interviews and stuff, like street interviews. I think that'd be pretty fun. Like just we have the camera, just put and just be like, hey, you want to do like a little interview, and just we have the mics too, so it's just like it'd be. I mean, it's out of the comfort zone 100%, but it'd be fucking fun. It'd be, what I mean, no
yeah.
telling what's on there.
Have you seen those? Shout out, what the fuck is his name? 6'8" the Great or some shit. I think I'm pretty. The 6'8", his name. It's that fucking tall ass guy that you sent me.
Oh, your older brother? Yeah.
Anyways, it's like for the people that are listening and don't know, it's this tall dude who's like 6'8". He's got like locks,
Oh,
like
damn, bro.
dreadlocks.
I don't have any more footage. I got to clear out my SD card.
Oh, you're cooked.
I guess the maximum recording time has been reached.
Are you recording this? What camera is this that you have that I'm seeing?
FaceTime.
Dog, it looks good. Just use that.
Let's see.
No, like actually, it looks good. I would just use that. You can't really tell the difference.
I'll look at both. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll just be easier. You should just do this every time if it just makes it easier and we can just crank them out. That's what I'm saying, bro. People don't fucking care about the quality. They just want to hear funny shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we are only getting like a couple views, so
Yeah. It's just like, what are you doing the extra work for? Anyways, so the 6'8", the Great guy, he's just this tall black dude with dreadlocks, and he just stands on a corner and girls come up to him because he's tall. I mean, he's a handsome dude, got a good bone structure, and he's got really nice teeth. I don't know if those are veneers or what, but shout out to him. He just stands there and girls come up to him because he's 6'8" and he has chains on, and they just like come and talk to him and like, hey, like I think you're like really cute, like you're handsome, like what are you doing, blah blah blah. And that's his whole content, is him just fucking sitting there with girls coming over to him, and then he tries on clothes and stuff. And I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, when Elijah comes to Austin, how funny would that be to have this motherfucker like dress up like some like fake Cartier shades, fake chain on or some shit. And then we like, it's like a prank video where we just go out and pretend like he's a famous like basketball player and see if we can just get through lines. And like you and like me, I guess we could like record him and take pictures and shit like that and follow him in. And he just like talks to us and pretends he's like in the NBA and see if we can just skip lines to get into clubs. If we get like a section or some shit, that would be badass. I feel like that'd be a good video idea.
There's got to be an NBA player that he looks alike, and we could just be like, yeah, this is this guy.
Dog. If you're just 6'8", people just assume, bro. And I think he's 6'9", so I feel like we'd do really well. I want to do that one, hilarious. And I want to do like a fake rapper prank where it's
should that be the YouTube like name, fake NBA player or something like, or disguise, something like that, right? Like some sort of catchy. We disguise your friend as a fake NBA player, and that'd be a good title.
That'd be good. And I want to do a fake rap one where we all we just spend, I don't know, $60, get Uber Black, so we all pull up in like an SUV, and like one of us in the friend group will dress up as a rapper, with, like chains on, the glasses, like some fake Gucci shirt, like a fake fucking watch or some shit.
Bro, and but that's what I've always wanted to do, is these like skits and like stuff, like literally Nelk and shit, like how they're doing their fucking pranked videos and stuff, and like they're doing this, like that shit's fun. Like it's nerve-wracking. It gets you out of your comfort zone and stuff because you're in the public and you're like doing that shit, but like fucking fun, dude.
So it would be so fucking funny, bro. You're just pretending to be a rapper the whole time and shit, with little glasses on, just sit there. All the girls are coming up to you and stuff, like, what do you do? Like, you should know by now, or some shit like that. He has like real good one-liners.
Oh man.
Be funny. But I want to do those, and then I want to do like short film style movies. Like I've seen some like videos on YouTube where it's like they do like a horror movie, but it's like only 8 minutes long, and they have like their buddies acting in it, and they're like really good. They're like pretty funny. They get like 1 million views and shit. Yeah, I wanted to do those. It'll be fun. All right, we're at an hour 15. We'll wrap this up.
Yep.
Cool. Dog, if it makes it easier for you, I think you should just use your FaceTime camera from your computer. Is that what this is from your
Yep,
laptop?
yeah.
I would just use this every time, bro. And then like nobody fucking cares, dog. I was watching Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp's podcast, and Ocho he uses his FaceTime mic, his FaceTime camera every time.
Though.
And they got like 1.5 million subscribers or some shit. People just don't care. You know what I mean? As long as we're talking about entertaining stuff.
Yeah.
And the audio is good. The audio is probably most important.
All right, bro. Well, we got ourselves a podcast today.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. We'll get some good clips and stuff out of this. Pump them out. Oh, I deleted IG.
How does the Shopify work? Because I tried to upload a YouTube video and like it said a maximum amount was uploaded. So are we going to be able to upload this one into it?
I think it restarts every 30 days. And then the way it works is you have a maximum of like 30 gigabytes every 30 days and it kind of resets. And then when you upload your video, it has to be under 2 hours long for Shopify to chop it up for you.
See if we can get that going. We can upload this today.
Yeah. Also, I deleted Instagram. That's the last thing I want to talk about. It feels crazy, dog. Like not having IG. I found myself picking up my phone looking for it, and then I'm like, oh my god,
But you can recover your account, right? You just are off.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I find myself picking my phone up, swiping to look for my IG. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's not there. It's crazy.
Yeah, you get spammed by a bunch of memes that I've sent you.
Yeah, I realized that shit going on Instagram. Probably I was on there maybe like 2 hours a day. If I added up all the time, it's like sitting on the toilet looking at IG and stuff. When I could just be like using that 2 hours a day. Now my Etsy account is like I'm getting sales because I just put in the energy into that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I'll do some post-game interviews here in the next podcast on how a life update on porn, videos, doing other things. And then I'll drop the video in the description, my golf video, if y'all want to check that out.
Also, tell your dad I'm kind of hurt I didn't get invited to your brother's birthday party.
Bro, I told Uncle Juan to bring you.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, he just straight up didn't say anything. He's mad, bro.
He was like, hey, where's Hyde? I thought he was coming. I was like, I told you to fucking bring him. What are you talking about?
I think he might still be hating because I just haven't talked to him since our trip that we took, bro. That motherfucker was getting on. He was annoying the fuck out of me, dog. I was just like fed up.
Bro, you're always invited to my dad's house, dog. That's.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, Uncle Juan, I fucking told you to bring him down. What do you? That was on me. I could have told you too, but like, I just.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, dog. We'll wrap this up. Peace.
All right, brother.